guys, it's Sarah. Okay, so today I am going to be doing a story time for you guys, and this is like a really exclusive story time because no one knows this story but the people in my family. So now I'm going to be telling all of you guys this story. I think it's a pretty good story. The reason I'm doing a story time and not doing like an Ariana video is because I want to like make my channel, I don't want to make my whole channel just Ariana. I want to do like different videos too. And I have like 2 videos of Ariana I know that I'm going to make coming up. I have the Manchester shirt that should be coming in like any day. And then I ordered something else which should be coming in like maybe in a couple weeks. So I have like Ariana videos planned, but I just don't want to make my whole channel about Ariana. Like I don't want to be like, you know, like just Ariana. I want to be like a YouTuber, so I'm trying to do like different stuff every once in a while. Like I don't know how you guys feel about that, but if you have feelings about it, leave them in the comments below. I just want to do different stuff because I don't always have Ariana stuff, and I don't want to like make you guys think like all my videos are going to be about Ariana just because like I don't always have Ariana stuff to share, and like I don't want to make dumb videos just because I don't have anything. So that's why I am doing a story time video today, because I don't, like, I was going to do another game or something, but I wanted to do this because I thought of it and I thought it would be a really cool idea because I've never actually told the story before and I wanted to tell it. So this is going to be really exclusive for you guys, so I hope you guys like it, and yeah, we're just going to get right into it. So this is the time when I called 911 for no reason. Let's go. Okay, so the story starts not in this house. I actually moved from another house to this house like when I was like really young. I think I was like 5 or 6 because I started a new school in this town. So I was like 5 or 6 when we moved to this house, but this happened in my other house. So I was like 2 or 3. I remember because my brother wasn't born yet, I don't think. So I had to be 2 or 3 because my brother was born when I was 4. So I had to be less than 4. I don't know exactly how old I was, but I was younger than 4. So when I was like, I think I was 2. I always say 2, and I always think about it that I was 2 years old, so I'm not really sure, but I'm just going to say that I was 2 years old. So when I was 2 years old, my parents were going out, and my great-grandma was going to watch us, and so it was just my great-grandma, my sister, and me. I don't think my brother was born yet, but I could be wrong. I don't really remember, but it was just me, my great-grandma, and my sister. So before my parents left, I remember my dad was telling me, he was like, you're in charge, you're the oldest. Like, he wasn't being serious. Like, I'm the older twin, so like he was just being like, oh, you're in charge, like you're the older twin, like you're in charge, like if you need anything, like call this number, this is like your home number, like I'm gonna write it down. I think he was like, he asked me if I knew my like the phone number of our house, and I did. So like he was just doing it like precautionary, like what if something did happen, like it's my great-grandma, you never know. So if like I needed to call, if there was an emergency, you call like this number, and that number was like 911. But I didn't know at the time what 911 was, so I could like, you know, it like wasn't my fault. I thought that 911 was like my parents' phone number. So like anyways, so like my parents left, and I remember like this whole situation. I remember like what I was looking at like totally like as if it was yesterday. So I went into the living room where the phone was, and I remember no one else was in the room. My great-grandma and my sister were in the kitchen or somewhere, I don't remember, but I was in the living room and the phone was there. And so I picked up the phone and I wanted to call my dad. So I picked up the phone and I dialed 911 because I thought that that was my dad's phone number. So I dialed 911, and I remember somebody came on the phone and it didn't sound like my dad. I remember in my head I was like, this does not sound like dad. Like, and they were asking me a bunch of questions. They were like, they asked me like, who, like I think they asked where I live, like what's my phone number. They asked who's in charge, and I said me. Like that was the biggest thing. Like that was the worst thing that I could have said. I said, they were like, who's in charge? And I said me, because that's what my dad told me before he left. He was like, you're in charge. But like he wasn't being serious, obviously. So I said me. And I remember they were asking me all these questions, and I was like, why is dad asking me all these questions? Like, why would he ask me all these questions? Like, I'm calling him to say hi. Why is he asking me all these questions? So I was really confused, and I hung up the phone, and I remember I went to the kitchen, and my grandma and my sister were eating those like Hostess snacks, like those it wasn't a Hostess cupcake, but it was like one of those things. They're like this big. I don't know what they're called, but I got one, and I remember I took one bite out of it, and then I threw it in the garbage because I had this feeling in my stomach. I was like, something is totally wrong. Like, something just doesn't feel right, because why was Dad asking me all those questions? Like, what is going on? Like, I was so confused, and I was like, my grandma and my sister didn't know that I was on the phone. So, no one knew about this but me. So I was, like, really nervous. And I remember, like, how could a 2-year-old feel so nervous? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe I was that young when this happened, because, like, I was feeling all the feelings that I feel now. Like, I was so nervous. So a while, like, passed on, I guess, and I think I went into my room, because the next part is how, like, okay, so let me just explain. So the door, I guess, was ringing, like the doorbell was ringing, and I think I went into my room because a few minutes later my great-grandma was calling me, and she was like, Sarah, get over here, like, Sarah, calling me and stuff, and I was like, oh crap, like, obviously something is wrong, like, something is not right. So I walk into the living room, and outside the window I see flashing lights, like red and blue flashing lights, and inside my living room was standing a police officer. There was a police officer standing in my living room, and my great-grandma was literally standing there like this, like, what the heck did you do? Like, seriously? I remember I was standing there, and I actually, like, it was kind of like an out-of-body experience, because I could see myself standing there with the police officer. It's like I don't remember me looking at the police officer. I remember me standing there, my grandma, and the police officer. So it's like I had an out-of-body experience, because I could see the situation unfolding in front of me, not as if I was, like, looking at it myself. So it's kind of weird, but the police officer was like, obviously he figured out that there was no problems or anything, and then he just goes to me like, you don't call 911 unless there's an emergency, like, never do this again. Like, he was, like, very stern with me, and literally I didn't say anything. I just ran into my room, and I, like, started crying. Like, there was a corner of my room, like, this little corner, and I, like, shoved myself in the corner, and I cried, and, like, until my parents came home. And so, like, we didn't get in trouble. Like, the police didn't, like, they were just, like, I don't know, I guess they just left, because I don't know, because I was in the corner of my room crying, so I have no idea. But when my parents came home, they weren't mad at me, but they were just like, we're gonna show you how to use the phone, we're gonna teach you how to use the phone. Like, they thought it was funny. Like, the people in my family that know this story think it was funny, and, like, whatever, like, it wasn't funny to me, but they thought it was funny. So I didn't get in trouble, but I did, but, like, that, like, I called 911 for no reason, like, and that story sticks in my head. Like, every time I think about it, I'm like, I can't believe I actually did that. Like, oh my god. And it's amazing that I even remember, like, every detail about it, because I was, like, 2 years old. So that's, like, as far back as I can remember. Like, 2 years old, that's probably, like, the farthest back I could remember, but I still can't believe that I remember it, because I was only 2 years old, or like 2 or 3, I'm not even sure, but I was really young. So that is the story of when I called 911 when I was 2 years old for no reason. I literally called for no reason, and that's what happens when you're 3 years old or 2 years old and you call 911 for no reason. The police come to your house, so they're not gonna, like, you know, but yeah, that's a story of what happened when I was 2 and I called 911. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you, I really appreciate it. We got to 1.6. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have more Ariana videos coming up soon, and I'll probably have other videos coming up soon too. I like to make other videos, like story times. Let me know what you guys think of the story times. I have more stories I could share with you guys. Just leave, like, the comments below of what you think and stuff. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in another video. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening to my rare story that now the whole world is going to know. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys, bye!